Guess we'll get up underneath her and make this happen. A lot of people ask why you do your own oil changes. Where are you going, Bella? Getting away. Yeah, there's a few projects laying around out here. That old truck, I gotta put a transmission in it, but I might end up pulling the motor out of it and putting in that Camaro. That Geo's gonna turn into what this Geo is now. And then I got an 88 Samurai. That's one of the kids probably gonna want that, so. Got my Cletus, hell yeah, brother. License plate cover on there. Gotta get a license plate for it. But it's cool. Get this old pan up under here. I usually lay up on this foam. I get this from work. I work in a factory out here in Tennessee. We're actually laid off right now because they wanting to build all these electric cars that nobody wants. Makes it difficult, you know. What can you do, right? We're just players in somebody else's game. Now, I've been buying my Mobil 1 in these big packs, and I find that it saves me a decent bit of money. I want to say it was right around $60 at Walmart. And any money you can save is any money you can keep. Now, I like to pre-prime my filters. This handy nozzle makes it much easier. Kind of hard when you're shooting all by yourself. It's alright though. At least you got a little oil there. Try to get that to slosh around a little bit so it don't spill. Try not to make too big of a mess. Yeah, now we're under here. Get my oil pan moved around. And over in here, there is a, let's see if I can see it. I need a light. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, there she is. Now I pre-broke this filter loose. We'll give her a little crank. Let her start dripping out of there. Now they say you can go like up to 10,000 miles on an oil change. I don't recommend that. You really need to. I think 5 is about as far as I'd brave to stretch it. I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna maybe I can set y'all right there. Well, this might be a little more harder than it looks. Drain plug is going to be a 13 millimeter. A little bit of traffic out here today. Sorry about the noise. Oh, I'm wrong. It's a 15. I'm glad I grabbed both. I don't know why I was thinking it was a 13. Guess it's the fun part of getting a little older. Sometimes you forget things. I really don't want to get any oil on my phone. Yeah, she's good and dirty. Still kind of brown though. And if your oil's not dirty at all, that tells you that it's not cleaning. That's what my instructor at the NADC always told me. These GMCs and Chevrolets with the new motors in them, they hold 8 quarts of oil. So that adds to the price a little bit too when you're doing oil changes. Go ahead and pause here for a sec. Now the drip on that oil has slowed down quite a bit. But I'm gonna let her drain for a little bit. Go ahead and pop this oil filter loose. There's my rag. Of course, I'm not really sure what we can see here. This old truck's pretty bone dry for having 14,000 miles on it. Alright, give me a sec. Yeah, kind of hard to do all this upside down. Let's not be silly. Let's go ahead and put that drain plug back in first. So it's dripping all over me. Like I said, I always like to pre-prime my filters because I don't like it to run with no oil pressure at all, really. Yeah, I don't really want that doing that. Oh, I forgot I had my camera backwards. I'm looking at the screen, trying to figure out where I'm at. Now the key to these oil filters is hand tight. This is not something you have to crank down, you know, to 100 foot-pounds, or it can be a problem later on. So there's your oil fill. If you look just a hair back further, that's pretty dark. And there's your dipstick. I just use my jug and I'll put the 8 quarts, put 4 quarts at a time in there and dump it in.